Your bank has a secret ranking system for you. It's not on paper. Nobody signs anything. But somewhere in a server farm in North Carolina, a computer looked at your balance this morning and quietly decided how much you matter. Spoiler, right now, it's not much. I'm going to walk you through what actually happens to a person's bank relationship from -9 to $15 million. Some of it's funny. Most of it's brutal. All of it's true. Stick around because level 1 is where most of you already live, and you're going to recognize every second of it. Level 1, -$9. You check your account at 7 a.m. because you're the kind of person who checks obsessively, like it's going to change if you stare hard enough. It doesn't change. It says -$9. You didn't buy anything wild. You bought a $9 breakfast sandwich you already forgot about, and your account was sitting at $4. The math wasn't in your favor, but the sandwich didn't know that. Sandwiches don't check your balance. That's a bank's job, and it's very good at that job. The overdraft fee hits, $34. For those keeping score, the bank just charged you almost 4 times more than the sandwich cost to punish you for a sandwich you already ate and can't return, unless you plan on walking into a diner and handing back a half-digested Western omelet. You call the bank. You get a robot named Alexis, who is not a person and does not care that you know that. Alexis tells you your call is important. Alexis then puts you on hold for 11 minutes to a song that sounds like elevator music having an anxiety attack. A human eventually answers. She's nice. She's also required to tell you fees are non-refundable, using the exact tone people use to tell you the Wi-Fi password doesn't work anymore. Here's the part nobody says out loud. The bank isn't angry at you. Anger requires attention. This is worse than anger. This is a computer that ran a rule, executed a fee, and moved on to the next account in 0.03 seconds without knowing your name, your job, or the fact that you skipped lunch today so the number could go back up faster. You're not being punished. You're being processed. Level 2, $300. You clawed your way to $300. Good for you, genuinely. That took real effort. Probably a weekend of overtime and saying no to plans twice. The bank's response to your comeback story? A monthly maintenance fee, $14. Silent. No warning text. No, hey, we're about to take money for the crime of storing money. Just gone. You try to get a starter credit card. The bank offers you a secured card, which is a magnificent bit of financial comedy if you think about it for 2 seconds. You give them $300 of your own cash as a deposit, and in exchange, they let you borrow that same $300 back at 23% interest. That's not a loan, that's a hostage negotiation where you're both the hostage and the ransom. You walk into a branch. The teller is mid-laugh with the customer ahead of you, some guy in a fleece vest talking about his boat. You step up. The laugh doesn't just fade, it evaporates, replaced by a customer service smile with the warmth of an airport kiosk. She processes your request in under a minute. No "have a nice day." Boat guy got a "have a wonderful day, Gary." You got silence and a receipt. You're not disrespected at $300. That would at least mean they noticed you enough to disrespect you. You're just background noise with a debit card. Level 3. $2,400. Something shifts, and it's not your personality, your work ethic, or your prayers. It's your direct deposit hitting like clockwork for 6 months straight. The maintenance fee vanishes. Nobody emails you to explain why. You just log in one day and it's not there, like a ghost that got bored and left. What actually happened? An algorithm flagged your account as stable income, low risk. And stable income means the bank can finally make money off you in other ways. So they stop nickel and diming you on this one. The pre-approved credit card offers start arriving. Real ones, not the hostage negotiation kind. You get approved for an unsecured card in 90 seconds, and it feels almost insulting how easy it was, considering how hard no used to come at you 8 months ago. You apply for a small loan for car repairs. Approved in 2 days at 11%. Not great, not evil, just fine, like lukewarm coffee. The truth at this level? The bank still doesn't know your name. It knows your pattern, and a good pattern is worth more to a bank than a good personality, which honestly explains a lot about capitalism and also several of my exes.
Level 4. $40,000. You log in one random Tuesday, and your credit limit jumped from $3,000 to $11,000. You didn't ask. Nobody consulted you. The bank just decided, unprompted, that you deserved more rope. Like a landlord randomly deciding to fix your sink out of nowhere. Suspicious, but you'll take it. Then your phone actually rings. A real person, not Alexis. A relationship banker named Marcus, who says his own name twice like he's not confident you'll remember it, which, fair, you won't. Marcus wants to schedule a 15-minute financial check-in. The same institution that left you on hold for 11 minutes at -$9 is now calling you, unprompted, on a Tuesday morning, like you're the one who's hard to reach. A $30 fee shows up. You email Marcus. 90 minutes later, reversed. No explanation needed, no hold music, no interrogation about what you were doing when the fee happened. Compare that to level 1, where getting a fee reversed required more paperwork than a passport renewal. This is the level where you learn the real rule. It was never about being a good person to the bank. It was about being a good customer. And those are two very different report cards. Level 5. $180,000. Congratulations, you're a preferred client now. The word shows up on your statements, your login screen, and Marcus's email signature right under his name, like a title he earned in a video game. Marcus remembers your dog's name. He remembers you mentioned a kitchen renovation 4 months ago, and he asks about it. And it's clearly not a coincidence. It's a CR-Men system with a reminder set. But it feels nice, and feeling nice is the entire business model at this tier. You walk into a branch and someone stands up. An actual human stands up from a desk with a nameplate on it, walks over, and guides you past the little rope line at the front, the same rope line you used to stand in back at -$9, except now you don't even see it, because you're already past it. A pre-approval letter shows up for a mortgage you didn't apply for. The bank decided what house you can afford before you did, which is either impressive customer service or slightly unsettling, like your bank has been quietly stalking your Zillow searches. It has not. Probably. Level 6. $700,000. The bank stops being a place you go. It becomes a service that comes to you, like a very expensive, extremely polite pizza delivery. Except instead of pizza, it's a man in a blazer with a leather folder. Marcus doesn't email anymore. Marcus calls. And when Marcus calls, it's to introduce you to his colleague from Wealth Management, a man who drives to your office, sits down, opens a leather folder full of printed reports nobody asked to be printed, and talks for 90 minutes about your goals, your timeline, and your legacy, a word you never used about yourself before this meeting. At the end, he doesn't try to sell you anything. That's the twist. He already sold you the moment he showed up in person with a leather folder instead of a phone call. The pitch was the folder. You call about a frozen wire transfer. Someone picks up on the second ring. No hold music. Problem solved. Same call. At level 1, this would have taken 4 transfers, 2 supervisors, and possibly a small prayer. You get invited to a private dinner the bank hosts. 8 clients, 1 speaker, a view of the city from an angle you've genuinely never seen it from. Nobody mentions money all night. Money is the reason everyone's there, but saying it out loud would be tacky, like bringing up rent at a wedding. Level 7. $4 million. You don't have a relationship banker anymore. You have a private banker. Capital P, capital B, and the capital letters are doing a lot of emotional labor there. He manages fewer than 20 accounts. Yours is one of them. He knows your kids' names, your anniversary, and the fact that you've been thinking about starting a foundation, a sentence you said once, in passing, over coffee, 4 months ago. And apparently it got written down somewhere important. Paperwork that took a regular customer 2 weeks gets done in 2 days, because someone whispered whose account it was. Mortgage rates aren't posted on a wall anymore. They're negotiated over the phone like you're haggling for a used car, except the car is a $2 million house, and the salesman calls you sir, unprompted. You walk into a branch you've genuinely never stepped foot in before, in a different state, and they already know your name before you've shown ID. That's not customer service. That's a database that decided you're important before you walked through the door. There's a room in this branch with no logo on the door, just a wooden table. The deals discussed in that room don't appear on any brochure, any website, any prospectus. The room exists specifically because people like you exist. It only opens for the right names.
Level 8. $15 million. You don't have a banker. You have a relationship, and I mean that in the corporate sense, not the emotionally healthy sense. Losing your account is a line item in someone's performance review. Somewhere in that building, careers are quietly tied to keeping you happy, and none of those people have ever met you. Deals aren't offered to you from a menu. They're written specifically for you. One client, one sentence at a time, structured around your timeline instead of the bank's. Here's the real twist, though. It's not access anymore. It's influence. The chief investment officer wants your opinion on emerging markets. The head of the private bank flies out, in person, to ask what your peer group wants from their next product line. You are no longer a customer. You are a focus group with a 9-figure net worth and really good coffee preferences. The same bank that charged a stranger $34 this morning for overdrafting by $9 is, at this very second, drafting a memo asking what you think the future of banking should look like. Somewhere right now, someone is staring at a screen with a minus sign on it. -$9. A sandwich they already forgot about. The fee is about to hit. The hold music is about to loop. Alexis is about to pick up and tell them very sincerely that their call is important. They don't know yet that the system isn't broken. It's working exactly the way it was built to work. The same bank that will one day fly an executive out to ask their opinion on the market is currently charging them for the crime of not having enough money. Here's the part that should actually make you mad. You are the same person at every single level. Same brain, same values, same taste in bad decisions. The bank never changed how it saw people. It just changed which people it decided to see. The system didn't discover you at $15 million. It just finally decided you were worth looking at. If this hit a little too close to home, hit follow, because next video, we're breaking down exactly how to get out of level 1 faster than the bank wants you to. And yeah, there's a level 1 trick or two in there they really don't advertise.